Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am really glad you're here. Today is kind of exciting, but it's also maybe a little sad because, no, nothing bad. I shouldn't have said it that way. We're getting some invisible dog fence installed today. Sad for Hachi because she has had free run of this 33 acres since we've been here. Unfortunately, the house is really close to the road and she chases delivery trucks, mail trucks, even the neighbors now. If they slow down, she chases them and she runs out into the road. We just can't have that anymore. And I don't know how to train that out of her. So we're gonna install the invisible fence. We're giving her the entire backyard. She will be able to walk in the woods if we take her across the line and walk her back there, but she just can't run free anymore. She's problematic when we get deliveries. She's just, well, she's a dog doing her job, chasing people off the property, you know, but we can't have that. So we're going to be working on that today.
Welcome to my cluttered garage. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
So basically we are just going to follow the driveway, and Hachi will be able to come up close to the driveway but not come into the driveway. And this is a big wraparound driveway. She'll have this entire backyard, which for most dogs is a lot. So she'll have all that. She won't be able to run out into the driveway to chase delivery vehicles. And we'll also run it along the road up there. And so that's really all it's going to be. We're going to put it right here where the flowers were, because next year we're going to till a little further over and have a strip along the driveway of just grass and the flowers here. So we'll keep this fence pretty close to the driveway, and she can, well, she's pretty smart. She'll learn her boundaries quickly. Hey, so this is Dave. His company is Dogwatch, and it's a South Jersey-based business. You install invisible fence.
I do, yeah.
You don't do any other type of installations other than invisible fence? No physical fences or anything like that?
No, it's just the hidden fences that get dug underground.
Right.
In the wire, yep.
All right. So this is kind of an interesting process for me. I know that you bury a line. How deep do you go with the wire?
Not very deep. Typically it's about 3-4 inches.
Okay.
Sometimes it's dependent on how firm the ground is, but a lot of times I've got this gas-powered trencher. It does the digging for me. So usually about 3 to 4 inches.
And that wire sends a signal to the collar, and that warns her if she gets close to the zone.
Yeah. Yes, we install a box, powered box somewhere in the house or in a shed. Those wires get run out to wherever you want the boundary, and we can shape them kind of however you want. We can make circles, squares, triangles, whatever. And yeah, the collar interacts with the transmitter. So you got a collar with a black box as a receiver, and that will interact with the transmitter, and it'll give a signal to let the dog know that she's getting close to the fence.
Right.
And if she gets too close, it'll give an actual physical correction.
Right. And they probably only need that once or twice.
Not many times.
They learn quickly.
Not many
times.
times.
She's pretty smart. I think she'll learn pretty quick.
Yeah.
You're also, I was calling you kind of the dog whisperer, because he came up and Hachi barks to everybody, and she went right to him, and they were
she's
instant friends. Instant friends.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So, I've loved dogs all my life, and I don't know why. Just they somehow like me back, and so we have a good mutual relationship. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to watch you go to work a little bit, and we'll talk some more later. But show me this piece of equipment you have, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. So this is our gas-powered trencher. Different dealers, whether you're installing Dogwatch fences or Invisible Fence, that's the other brand that's well known. We use something like this, and basically, it runs the wire, either a twisted wire, which is neutral, or your regular single strand wire. Actually that's 12 gauge. But it feeds it through down here. And then we attach this to, an anchor somewhere. And then this blade will churn up the earth, and it creates a nice thin trench for us.
Yeah, that's like just an 1/8 inch, almost like a saw blade.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And so, we use it kind of like a lawnmower where it has different settings, 1, 2, and 3, and we just churn the earth, feed the wire through, and it does most of the work for us. So any property that's open like this is perfect perfect for me because this does most of the work for me.
Nice. And at first glance, if you didn't pay attention, you think it's a rototiller, but it's
Yeah.
interesting piece of equipment.
It's great. It works well, it runs well, and it's actually secondhand. I bought this from the guy who owned the business before me, so it's been running great for years.
Nice. All right, we'll let you get to work.
Sounds good.
It's all about the equipment, boy. That machine really does a great job and leaves no trace, basically. Cool thing, really neat. And especially as dry as it is right now, the ground is really hard. So he's working his way right around, and I imagine that thing will cut through shallow roots and things like that as well. More hand work. So you just slice the ground there and tuck it in.
You sure do. Yeah, sometimes we can lay it in there if it's not too thick, but they call it hidden fence for a reason, so
that's right.
To make sure that we're hiding it nice.
And we don't want to find it when we're
Exactly.
gardening or anything. So
Exactly.
we have to be aware.
Before we can continue, I'll need to authenticate your account. Say or enter the last 4 digits of your social security number.
Well, with every project, there's a little bit of risk. This is a Comcast line. And Dave, you called the mark out, right?
I did. So I called the number. They're supposed to come out and mark everything, power lines, gas lines, cable lines. And I got the ticket email back saying everything was clear, no conflict. Clearly, some conflict.
Surprise.
Surprise. So we're on hold with Comcast now. They're talking to the technician to schedule service. I think I've apologized to Ed about 20 times at this point. Probably will another 20 times before we're done.
Things happen, you
But
know.
yeah, it's you know, when the line is a little bit higher up, it's bound to happen if it's not marked. So.
Well, these cable lines are like 2 inches underground. They're barely under the ground at all.
Yeah. But
It's all right. We move on.
So we're gonna train now. Hachi's gonna get a quick little 10-15 minute lesson, and we're gonna start in kind of a zone of the yard, and from there work our way around.
Okay.
You're only gonna want to train for about 10 minutes at a
Okay.
time, and then give her a break. Maybe once in the morning. You're gonna take her out once in the morning, once in the evening.
Right.
Just a reminder, if you guys are out here a lot, which I'm assuming you are,
Yeah.
if she's in this area, definitely want her to have a leash on.
Okay.
Just for the first like week or two that she's on the fence.
Okay.
So as we're getting used to the boundary, we approach the flag, we give her a command, we say either no or back. It's kind of up to what you guys
when
use.
she approaches
when she comes up to, when she
Okay.
gets to a flag.
Right.
And then we let her explore. We don't want her to get too close, but we let her explore. And then as soon as she gets close to the flag, we say back or no or something like that. Okay,
Yeah.
so she'll associate your command with the flags, and then also she'll hear beeps as she
Okay.
gets closer. We train on a 3-layer system. The first is the visible, she sees the flags.
Okay.
Second is audible, she'll hear the beeps. Then the third is the actual physical correction, which she'll feel.
Okay.
It's on a low setting,
Right.
so she's not gonna get hurt, but she is gonna feel something. She might yelp, she might jump back.
Right.
Every dog reacts differently.
Okay.
But for now, we'll walk up to the flag, like I said, we'll give her a command, and we'll see how she does.
Okay.
Right. So what I do is I walk in an S pattern. So we'll approach a flag, and then we'll give the command, let her experience the fence, and then we'll walk away from it, and then back and forth and back
Okay.
and forth. The biggest rule of thumb is we never want to stand close to the flags and call her, because that'll break trust. But we can kind of walk up to the flags silently and stand there and be a sort of distraction or a temptation
Okay.
and see how she does. So let's go maybe just from this section down that way,
Sure.
and we'll come up to this flag. Come on, Hutch.
Come on, Hachi. Right up
There
here.
you go, right there.
Good girl.
Hutch back,
Go back. Back.
back, and we give her a little tug. We say, good girl. And anytime she backs up, whether it's by us or on her own, we say, good girl. Give her high
Okay.
praise, good girl.
Oh, she is a good girl.
Good job. So then we'll walk up to this flag.
Here, have a pretzel.
Good job, baby girl. Good job, Hutch. Good job, girl.
Wow.
Back.
Good job.
Good girl.
Yeah. So you think she may have maybe heard something and
She's been hearing it, and I
Okay.
think she has gotten close enough to feel maybe a
back.
little bit.
back?
Yeah, she's good.
You going back? Go back.
Good girl. So yeah, even if she's just stopping and not moving, that's still cause for celebration. So
Okay.
high praise, high tones, all that good stuff.
All right.
So that was about 5 minutes, and that was a good chunk of the yard. The next time you come out, maybe do, down by the road.
Like 3 more flags or something?
Yeah, 4 or 5, just
Okay.
to get her used to seeing them around the yard.
Right.
Pretty soon, though, she'll start just associating a flag with
Which she's
the
going to get
fence.
a zap
Yeah.
if she doesn't stay back.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
A mild correction, as they call it.
A mild correction. Yes, that's the language on the site. So Hot's doing a great job.
Now, how do we get her beyond it? Like if I want her to go in the woods with me.
Great question. So every time, you should do it the same way each time.
Okay.
So go out the same door, give the same command. You can say, we're going for a walk, or we're going for something.
Right.
Something
She
along
knows
those-
that
Yeah,
word.
so that's perfect.
Yeah.
Always have the leash on and the dog watch collar off, and she will associate you and the leash with safety.
With safety.
So
okay.
as long as she has the same cues every time
Uh-huh.
and has the same pattern and the
Right.
same, she'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. After about that 5-day period,
Right.
if you feel comfortable, you guys can walk along the flags
Right.
and see if she stays
Behind them.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, if I'm walking that way,
Yeah.
and I have her on my left hand and I'm walking along the flags, if she stays far away, perfect.
Then she's got it.
That's one milestone.
Okay.
Another milestone would be we drop the leash.
Right.
We want her to have it on just in case.
Yeah.
But we drop the leash and we walk around and we kind of see, let her explore, let her sniff.
Right.
If she doesn't go through, doesn't test the boundary, another milestone.
Then she's okay.
Yeah. And then finally, that last component is leash off. Maybe a toy or a ball being thrown near the boundary, and if she doesn't go after it,
Oh, okay.
you're good.
All
So kind of
right.
scaffolding up, it's baby steps.
Is there ever been a dog that didn't pass? They flunked the invisible fence course?
I have had a few tough cases where they are stubborn as all get out.
Uh-huh.
But we've found the right combination of collar setting, fence setting, because we
Yeah.
can change the width of the fence.
Uh-huh.
The wider the fence, the more field they have to run through and the harder it is to get through.
Okay.
So for this particular dog who was very stubborn, her name is Stella, I'll never forget her name.
Stella. Stella.
Yeah, Stella. she definitely needed, we offer a high-powered collar.
Okay.
So it offers a more of a higher correction. But
There's
it
just
works.
some dogs that need it.
Some
right?
do. Some are just super strong. Some are super stubborn.
Yeah.
And then others, you know, sometimes you have to get them out of their shell a little bit.
Right.
You have to coax them and say, this is a safe space. This
Yeah.
is okay. Because they get freaked out and
Right.
and they don't want to go outside. So each dog is different. Hachi is doing great, and I think she'll be good.
Will you give her a certificate?
I can certainly print one up if you guys want one. After 2 weeks are
I'm
up,
already
I'll
messing
mail
with
I'll
ya.
mail one to you.
So Dave was showing me the controller here, and this red light here is set at level 5, and from what I understand, that's not the power of the fence. You were saying that that's actually an adjustment of the width of the fence?
Yes. So from the middle of the wire, whatever that number says, it's in total feet. So if it's set to 5, there's 2.5 feet on the left side of the wire, 2.5 feet on the right side of the wire. Technically, there's also 2.5 feet up and 2.5 feet down because it's a circular wire, so it's not just a box. But we can raise and lower that range knob so that the dog has more room. If we lower it, obviously the field is shorter or smaller, and if we raise it, then there's less space. It also, for more stubborn dogs, if the number is higher, there's more fence to run through, so it'll deter more stubborn dogs from running through all the way if we raise the number
So a
up.
wider fence just gives them more time, gives them a warning.
More distance to have to run through, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
And other than that, it's virtually maintenance free.
pretty much, yeah. It runs, I don't think I've touched mine in 2 years, honestly. It's great.
So Dave, it's going to be a whole new world for Hachi.
It sure is. Yeah, she's going to have the ability to roam without you guys worrying. It's actually a whole new world for you guys because now you're stress-free. You don't have to worry about her getting into the street.
It's tough because she won't have the whole farm unless we guide her out there. But she also won't be running out to the road to chase delivery vehicles. She won't be bothering people who come to visit because she'll be inside. She'll still bark her head off, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, well, this was quite a project. I'm sorry you had that little snafu with the cable lock.
I'm sorry, but
Things happen that way.
Yeah, it all worked out, and hopefully I'll get some updates throughout the next couple of weeks, and you guys feel free to text, call, let me know if you need anything. I'm always here.
Appreciate it. So the company's Dogwatch.
It is, yeah.
It's I guess a national company.
Yes.
But you're the Southern New Jersey
Yes.
branch or representative?
I'm the dealer for South Jersey, so I cover the 7 counties south of Burlington.
Okay.
So I'll do Ocean, Gloucester, Cape May, you name it, all those 7 counties.
So if you're in Southern New Jersey, call Dave. Otherwise, Dogwatch, you can look them up and find them in your area.
That's right.
And we're looking forward to seeing how Hachi trains. She looks like she's doing well already, though.
I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
All right, man.
Hey,
thanks a bunch.
Ed, thank you.
Take care.
Yep.
All right, well, thanks for watching today. I do appreciate you following along. I know this is a little bit different than what we normally do, but, you know, we got to take care of the dog. So if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to join me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Thanks again for being here, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next time.